sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up the 5. That's my high.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
On the ready.
They'll run with the former LSU Tiger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. That's complete. Luther Burden. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man down the field, that's Burden. And he'll get into the end zone. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Franco 80.
They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get the... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 7-7, our score after 1.
At the 7-yard line.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. An inside run with Judkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Trap 50.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Trevino. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen. He ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And this one is right through. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
10 more yards. Caught by number 12.
Ready, check.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 19-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Duncan. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7. And the Vikings, first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. The Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's caught left side, Burden. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Moore. Looking deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Judkins is in. Touch. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Once again, Judkins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Here we go.
On third down, here's Judkins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Powering forward. And he's got it down to the 28. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Second and 5.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Ready? Get it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will. Final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that